We only have a handful of games left on our regular season schedule, and today we start by taking on the San Antonio Spurs. We played 2 games in a row on the road. They have a crack starting 5 with Shea, Josh Christopher, Tommy Shepard, Poku, and Calvin Gordon. No one below 80 overall, and that's who we take on today on the road at the AT&T Center. We win the tip, but Hollins turns the ball over on the first play. The Spurs will actually have the first shot, but Shepard actually turns the ball over. Hollins jarred it loose, making up for his earlier mistake. Then he finds Anderson for the first bucket of the day. Good start there. Then Anderson pulling the trigger again from deep. 2 for 2 to start the game. But the Spurs off to a better start than we are, up 14-8 and now 18-8. And somehow this is the shot that breaks their 13-0 streak. Anderson, top of the key, got it to go, contested as well, cuts the game to 6. Hollins makes it 4 with this play off the inbound pass. Anderson again, yes, from downtown. Then fading away, close range jumper, got it. Electric first quarter from him and from SGA. Both guys were absolutely elite. And the first quarter ends with the Rakers missing that one. Spurs up by 4, 29-33. To start the second, Durakis trying it again, and this time he knocks it down to put the Spurs up by 7. He is the NBA's leading three-point shooter at 50% entering this game. Shea finds a lane wide open. Nobody steps up. And to this point, he's got 19 points. So him and Anderson are going back and forth, but Calvin Gordon also making a bit of an impact here. Tommy Shepard more so though, as he gets the foul on Payne. The bucket as well. The three-point play opportunity is capped off by Shepard. Spurs up by 15 points. Then Durakis for 3, adding to it. We're down 54-32 all of a sudden. We have to go on a run, and Carney will start things off by knocking this down. The assist goes to Hollins. Then Franz got that one over Obi Toppin. That was just his second bucket so far in this one. Zubats to Anderson at the rim. Got around Poku. 23 points on the day so far for him. And Keldon Johnson also getting involved here with the bucket and the foul against Josh Christopher. We are shooting only 38%. But we are trying to close this gap that we pretty much put ourselves under. Franz for 3. Yes, sir. 10-point game now, about a minute to go until the break. Last play of the first. Franz knocks it down again, and we have closed the gap to 7 by halftime. The Spurs lead 59-52 as we head to the second half. And just like in the second, they start the third with a 3 to increase their lead back to 10. The crowd gets on their feet. Shea gets to the rim. That one goes 64-56. He's got 21 now. Anderson still at 23. Hollins lobs it for Anderson. Never mind, he's got 25. Then with both offenses slowing down, Poku over Franz got it to go to push their lead up to 12. As the Woodsmen call timeout, shooting only 37% versus the Spurs at 50. Hollins, though, hits a big shot, closing the gap to single digits now. Keldon Johnson adds to it. We are, again, trying to close a gap here. Hollins got it to go. 4-point game, 11-3 run in the last 3 minutes. So things are happening as Hollins gets the steal off Josh Christopher. And then Zubats on the other end. So 2-point game, now it's a 5-point game. Last play of the third. Anderson got it. And it's going to be 78-75 through 3. The Spurs have the advantage, but it's anybody's game right now. To the whole quarter left. We start the fourth with Franz airballing an open one. How? That can't be how you start this off. And Josh Christopher on the other end, in for the dunk. Nobody near him. Come on, man. This can't be how we start the fourth quarter. It's the most important one. Anderson, though, silk with that mid-range shot. And Joel Carney, the rookie, jumps the pass from Shea and takes it all the way for 2. That's a pretty big play to close the game to 3. Then Anderson will tie it up at 82. He has had a phenomenal day. And Payne gives us our first lead, and I don't even know how long, but it's been forever. Keldon Johnson, how does he do it? That was a tough one against Calvin Gordon. Then Anderson does the same thing, except this time he draws the foul. And that will increase our lead at 23 first half points for Anderson, 13 here in the second so far. His free throw is good. Vancouver leads by 4. Josh Christopher cuts our lead in half, though, to make it a 3-point game, 95-92. Just over 3 to go. Tommy Shepard. How? I have no idea. But he's got 20 points in this one. And then Shea takes it in for the bucket plus the foul on Hollins. His free throw is up and good. Our lead has been cut down to 2. Then under 2 to go, Shepard ties things up on that baseline drive. The crowd is extremely loud and on their feet, making themselves known. Shepard again to put them in front by 2. But then he lost the ball. Vancouver has a chance. Franz with it. He goes to Keldon Johnson. He attacks. Baseline. Blocked by Gordon. He gets it back. It's pure chaos. Johnson fires again and he missed it. Poku gets the board. We have to foul. Oh no. 25 seconds left. Both teams in the bonus. Poku's got 2 free throws. And if he hits both, it's a 2-possession game. First one goes. And he knocks down both. Call timeout to advance the ball. And Anderson puts in an amazing shot to make it a 1-point game again. Shepard inbounds to Josh Christopher, so free throws coming up for him. And a crucial moment. Every game matters. Anything to win this one for both teams. That's how both rosters are going to look at this one, how both staffs look at this game. He knocks down both. We use our final timeout to advance the ball. Payne to Anderson for 3. No way, he does it again. Another huge 3 with 5.1 on the clock. This game is tied. The Spurs have one final chance to win this one before we go to overtime. They go to Shea against Keldon Johnson. The shot is offline. Here we go. We've got free basketball coming up, folks. Overtime starts with Calvin Gordon this time winning the tip. And the Spurs starts with a monster bucket here from SGA to put them ahead. Then up by 4, SGA in there again. Nobody is in the paint at all for us, and we're down by 6. Payne closes the gap to 4. But the defense was starting to crumble, and Josh Christopher shows why. Nobody in the paint whatsoever. We are getting cooked down there. Poku's wide open. What's going on here? All of a sudden, the paint defense just became supremely terrible when it was marginal at best during the game. And the Spurs just took over in overtime. They controlled the paint, and we lose by 9, 131 to 122. Just a killer loss, but we do have a chance to take them down in 2 days this time. So we'll see what happens in that one. Even though we lost this game, this was a crazy game, honestly. What a fun game to watch, even though the end result was not what we kind of wanted. But Shea drops 42 and 12. He played fantastic. Tommy Shepard had a couple of huge buckets too. He played very well with 24 points. Really, the Spurs as a whole played pretty well. I think the only guy who really did not contribute that much was James Wiseman and Obi Toppin, but otherwise got some pretty good minutes out of most of these players. The Woodsmen, meanwhile, got 48 from Simon Anderson, 18 for 38 from the field, 19 and 7 for Hollins, 14 and 14 for Don Payne, and 13 for Keldon Johnson. Definitely could have used better play from Franz Wagner here, and Wellington was 0 for 7. But that does move us to second place. So the Thunder move a half game ahead of us once again, only because they have played one less game than we have, and that was a loss for us. So we are half game back again, but we're about to face the Spurs in 2 more days, and after that we will watch probably the whole thing against the Cavaliers at home, and then depending on what it looks like after that, we could either finish the season or we could finish it up next episode. So without further ado, let's sim and see if we can beat the Spurs in the rematch. Well, we did not. 124-92 is your final score, thanks to just a really strong second half. It was pretty close at halftime, but the second half went their way. And Shea again had a great day. 28 points, 8 assists. James Wiseman with 21 points this time around. Tommy Shepard had 19. Calvin Gordon double-double. The Woodsmen got 30 from Anderson, 19 for Franz, 15 for Carney, 11 for Hollins. Nobody else had more than 9. Payne was 0 for 12. What? And that means we are 1.5 games back from the Thunder now, and the Spurs have passed us too. We have secured a playoff spot at the very least, but the Pelicans are now a half game or 1.5 games back from us, and we are a half game back from San Antonio. And they have the tiebreaker now because they just beat us twice in a row, which I think gives them the edge on this season series. So we have to be careful here. They have played one more game than we have, obviously, and they did win that game, so we're still a game back from them in terms of games played. And that takes us to the Cavaliers, who are 56-20 on the season, the best record in the entire league, and they still have a really good roster. They've got Evan Mobley at 96 overall. They've got Darius Garland, who's one of the best guards in the entire league. Jarrett Allen, who is still coming off injury, might be fully healed by the time we play them because they haven't advanced to our next day. They've got Cole Anthony off the bench. They've got Jeremy Lawson, Jakob Poeltl, Sylvester Harris, Rock Pavic, who they traded for earlier this season. They have a fairly deep roster, definitely more deep than ours is, but I'm not sure if they actually use much of this depth. So they will be starting Jarrett Allen. He is going to be back from his injury. Mobley is going to be there, as well as Sylvester Harris, Lawson, and Garland as their starting 5. Ours will stay the same. But before we jump in, let's game plan real quick for this team. Alright, so our first step is to assign Hollins to Garland purely just because we can get steals, and they're also a similar height. Nobody else on our team is as short as Hollins is, and Garland's like 6'1", so we can put Hollins on him and feel at least not worried there about any size mismatch. There could be still a mismatch just in general there. Let's have Keldon Johnson guard Sylvester Harris because he's playing small forward. And then we will have Jeremy Lawson be guarded by Anderson. And then here's where things get tricky. Jarrett Allen and Mobley both are around 6'10", 6'11", and have A+ in rebounding. And they're just overall inside scoring threats. So who do you put Payne on? Because they are both great rebounders. It's hard to know. I think you probably start... Well, actually, Mobley is averaging more boards than Jarrett Allen is, but I really don't know if I trust Franz Wagner to play against Jarrett Allen, despite both guys being 6'10", apparently. I think we'll start by having Payne on Mobley, and then if Jarrett Allen is just owning the boards, then we'll have to make a change there. But I think we'll start with Franz guarding Jarrett Allen instead. Every game since the first Spurs game really matters, and this one is included in that too, because this pretty much decides where our seeding is for the playoffs. We need to win the majority of these games to make as much of a push as possible as we can to try and secure the 1 seed, but it's pretty much up to 3 teams: us, the Spurs, or the Thunder. We have to outplay both of them by a couple of games to secure it. Here we go, back in Vancouver at home, taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers as Don Payne wins the tip. And here we go, taking on the best team in the entire league as we ourselves try to make a statement in the Western Conference. Don Payne's first shot up and good. The assist goes to Anderson. Nice pick and roll right there, or a pick and pop, really. Harris pulls a quick trigger from downtown and knocks it through. Hollins giving a look. He answers right back. Allen hands off to Garland. He finds Harris. Now to Lawson in the corner. That one drops. Franz finds Hollins wide open at the rim. Trading buckets here early on. Garland hands off to Allen against Franz. He will pass out of it. Now a screen. Garland steps back. Goes back to Allen, and this time he scores. Allen swatted by Mobley on the floater attempt. Anderson gets back to it. Shot clock does not reset. Anderson attacks the rim and gets there for 2. Nice take to pretty much recover from an awful shot attempt by Hollins. It was a great block, though, by Mobley, can't lie. Garland with it now. Screen from Mobley. It's covered well, though. Good job by the Woodsman defense. Garland swatted by Don Payne. Hollins to Anderson. Decent look from 3. That one's off, though. Too much on it. Up ahead to Mobley, working on Anderson. He finds Garland on the cut. He's swatted. No, he's not. I swear to God, that ball was coming back to me. But nope. Got the layup to go. I'm surprised that Franz did not get a single fingertip on that one. A pretty high-octane game so far. We'll see if that continues. As Keldon Johnson misses his first look. Lawson traveled. I don't know about that, but I'll take it. Keldon Johnson trying again from deep. That one's off the mark. And Harris comes down with it. Mobley finds Sylvester Harris. Top of the key. That one drops. Harris is 2 for 2 now. Wagner goes to Hollins. Thought about it. Chose not to. Now will fire from the elbow. And that one has too much under it. Garland, wow, gets around Anderson easily, but he bricks the shot. What? Keldon, come on, man. Garland working on Hollins, taking him back out, top of the key. 5 on the clock. Screen from Allen. Garland takes it. We cover it well. His 3 is up and good. Okay. Payne with it. He goes to Franz, and no! Franz couldn't hang on to it. Mobley just, I guess, took the ball from him. Not sure what happened there. He sets the screen. Harris is fouled by Payne. Nope, Keldon Johnson. So he took away a block by Payne is what I'm gathering from that call. First free throw good. Harris off to a very strong start here. 8 points in the first quarter. And they're up by 9. Anderson trying from 3 again. There we go. Garland steps back. Hollins staying in front of him pretty well so far as Garland steps back and missed the shot. Wagner to Anderson at the rim. Got it for 2. Lawson trying to answer back. That one hits back iron. Hollins to Franz for 3. That one just missed. Garland hesitating. Harris for 3. That one's good. This guy's a sharpshooter. Wagner trying again from deep. Also just missing. Rock Pavic, first time seeing him as he shrugs off Carney in for the layup. They're shooting 67% to our 46. And we're still down by 9. Wellington spinning, fading away, knocking it down. Cole Anthony back out to Pavic for 3. That one's off the mark. Carney pulls in the miss. And then he goes to Wellington, who misses his own mid-range jumper. That was pretty heavily contested. Not the best look right there. Now a mismatch down low. Wellington stayed in front and just kind of thwarted the pass attempt. Anthony stifled, goes out to Sonnet, who has to force a 3 over Zubats. Great defensive look right there by the Woodsmen. Franz, third time's the charm. Left it short now. That was a deeper one than usual. Screen from Sonnet and Pirtle. Pavic fires, knocks it down 2. 26-16. The role players for Cleveland are really stepping up here. I wouldn't really count Harris as a role player, but a starter, but he still has really been their catalyst for their offense. And Pavic, a couple of nice plays too. Off the bench is Franz, lost the ball again. Eventually gets back to it, but now the shot clock is reaching 0. Anderson has to make something out of nothing. Sonnets for 3. That one drops. We're getting rained on from downtown. 5 more threes than we have. That is a rare sight for us because we are the top 3-point shooting team in the entire league. Carney in the corner. Off the mark. Got to start knocking down these looks. Pavic, mid-range jumper. Missed it. Franz will take it himself, coast to coast. Bucket plus the foul. That one will go against Cole Anthony. Not a lot of fouls here in the first quarter. 2 for Cleveland, 1 for us. As Hollins checks back in, Wellington moves to shooting guard and Carney goes to small forward. Pavic loves to shoot. Gonna miss this one too. Wellington will take it down low and he scores off the feet from Hollins. Harris back in for Cleveland, spotting up for 3. That one's off the mark. Finally. Dubon's the screen. Wellington the 3. That one rattles in. Okay, it's back to 3. There we go. Just one little spurt. Anthony trying to work on Hollins. It's not working yet. He just passes to Harris for 3. And he missed it again. Vancouver's last play of the first quarter. Hollins has it. He'll fire a 3. Missed it. And Cleveland leads after one. 29-26 as Anthony almost made that 3/4 court shot. A 3-point game. A lot of work to do, but it's close. Start of the second, and we have not seen a whole lot from Jarrett Allen or Mobley. Definitely not from Mobley. He's done almost nothing. But Lawson gets to the rim, and the foul is called on Keldon Johnson. 3-point play opportunity for him. Free throw is good. Wagner to Hollins, down low. 2 more for him. Garland off the screen. Not going to fire. Instead finds Anthony for 3. That one's off. Payne gets the board. Wagner stepping into a 3. This time he knocks it down. Now it's a 1-point game. Lawson lobs it for Allen way too late or early. Not sure what happened there, but Wagner just jumps ahead for the board. Goes coast to coast, in for 2 more as Vancouver takes the lead. Garland back to Lawson in the corner. Mid-range jumper off the mark. Ball's tipped. Hollins gets to it. Good rebounding so far by the Woodsmen. I actually like what I'm seeing. Payne pump fakes. Goes up again, way too late, but still scores. Screen for Lawson. He'll pull up. That one's off the mark. Jarrett Allen tipped the ball, but Carney gets to the ball instead. Good work. They have not scored since that first play of the second quarter. Carney takes the screen. Fires a 3. That one rattles in 2. Vancouver on a run. We're up by 6. After a Cavs timeout, they throw it right to Keldon Johnson off the inbound pass. Anderson, unfortunately, can't knock down the jumper on the other end. But the Cavaliers not off to the best start here in this quarter. Allen lost the ball, poked out by Hollins. And Payne got to it. Fantastic defense. Hollins, great pass to Johnson. He scores plus the foul against Mobley as those two trade a couple of choice words. 22 points in the paint for us. That is not at all common for this team. We are a 3-point shooting team, but we are beating a paint defending team in the paint right now. It's actually awesome to watch. Screen from Mobley. Garland goes back to him. Now out to Anthony for 3. That one's cashed to break the cold spell for Cleveland. Anderson Takes the screen from Payne. Drives. Swatted from behind by Allen after he slipped past him. But Keldon Johnson ends up with the ball. Shot clock did not reset. And he'll have to fire, which he does. He missed it. Payne gets to it and puts it back in. Big plays by the big man. Another screen for Garland. He gets in the paint. Back out to Anthony. Same play as previous, and it works 2 times in a row. Barney hands off to Anderson. He gets by Lawson, but Mobley comes over and blocks the shot. Mobley, another screen. Garland to Cole Anthony, wide open again. 3 straight. The same play. Payne to Anderson, wide open top of the key. Off the mark. Keldon Johnson somehow gets the board around 3 red shirts. Then Hollins almost turns the ball over. Gets back to it. Attacks the paint. Hands off. Lost it. Dives. Shot clock violation. Jesus. Oh no. It is the same play. Except Jared Allen sets the screen this time. And Garland's going to fire, but that was the same play. They just chose to take a different shot. Keldon Johnson. Mismatch against Garland. Instead finds Anderson wide open. Good pass, honestly. Missed the shot. Back out to him. Second try. That one's off too. Anderson, come on. Lawson misses that one. Left it shorts. Vancouver still up by 2. Under 6 to play here in the first half. Keldon Johnson with it. Trying to find somebody. Instead, he finds a Cleveland Cavalier and Cole Anthony. Come on. Lawson, mid-range jumper. He ties things up. Man, stupid shots, stupid turnovers. Frustration. But 8 lead changes 1 tie. We're going back and forth here in the first half. Anderson trying to get going here in the second quarter, but he still can't do it. Now he's 1 for 6 from 3. Every couple of games he has a spotty game from deep. And we have not scored in about 3 minutes now, which is concerning. Mismatch down low for Mobley against Hollins. Cleveland's going to have a lead. 13-2 run. Hollins to Payne. He is fouled by Pirtle. First free throw is up and good. Payne knocks down both. Screen for Sylvester Harris as he knocks that one down. 13 points for him here in the first half. He shot extremely well. Payne goes to Franz. Back to Payne. He has to fire. He missed it, but Zubac is there on the glass. Great board. Now what do we draw up here? Franz poked out by Rock. Not the Rock, man. He's going to go coast to coast. We're down by 4. Anderson to Wagner. Top of the key for 3. That one rattles out. How many is he going to have that rattle around the rim? Please. Harris. Mid-range jumper. Got it. Start missing, bud. I'm waiting for it. Wellington to Anderson. Screen from Payne. He takes it. Gets down low. Back to Payne. Around 3 people. He's fouled. Can't rely on free throws, especially for Don Payne, as he is probably our worst free throw shooter of the entire team. But he has shot them well today. 4 for 4 so far, as we are down by just as much. But we have not scored a field goal in about 5 minutes. As Rock attacks and just missed it. Good stop there by Wellington, I guess. Up ahead to Anderson. He attacks Lawson. And now he's kind of stopped. Screen from Payne, though, for Wellington. He'll fire. That one just misses. Rock attacks again. Missed again. Payne. Time counting down. Oh my Christ. What is this? Possession. He just held the ball the whole time. Rock throws it right to Franz. Not sure what he saw there. As Franz goes coast to coast. He's blocked. Zubac gets to it. And he has a couple of free throws. There's our upcoming schedule. 4 games against teams below 500. We have to win all 4 of those. Despite what we end up with after this game. Gotta win all 4 of those. Zubac knocks down the first free throw. Second one is good too. The Rock takes the screen, fires a 3. Jesus! Come on! Zubac the screen. Franz back to him! He's fouled again, this time by Pirtle. First free throw good. Second free throw good. We still have not scored in the last 7 minutes now in terms of field goals. Just been free throws. 6 free throws since we were up 43 to 35 or something like that. As Rock lost the ball, Wellington gets the steal. At least 3 good defensive plays by him this quarter. And now he finds Carney for an open 3, and he ties the game at 54. Yes! Wellington making plays. Carney a couple of big threes here in the first half. And now we're tied again at 54. Lawson down low. Now back out to the Rock for 3. Dude! Their role players don't miss! I don't understand. Carney trying to answer back again, but not this time. Does not have the response. The Cavaliers have a chance to turn the ball over as Carney reads the pass. The final shot of the game is blocked out of bounds. So we're actually going to have one more with 3.2 on the clock. Who do we go to for the final shot of the half? It's going to be Zubac inbounding to Franz. He fires. Missed the floater. Well covered by Sonnet. And we are down by 3 at the break, but a very streaky first half for both offenses. Starts of the third quarter. Still have not seen anything at all from Mobley except for 1 basket, maybe 2. It's mostly been Lawson, Pavic, and Sylvester Harris, man. Are you kidding me? These guys have barely missed a shot so far in the game. Meanwhile, Garland has not really done that much. Allen hasn't done that much. Their big 3 haven't done squat. Payne knocks it down. But we got to start locking down the guys that we haven't been focusing on so far. Garland, nice pass to Lawson, in there for a dunk. He's got all 5 to start the third quarter for Cleveland. Screen from Payne. Anderson runs around, and then the pass is deflected by Jared Allen. Mobley to Harris, easy 2. Once again, it's the role players that are filling in the running lanes in transition and knocking down the shots, all that stuff. Hollins against Garland. Not sure what he's looking for here. He's going to attack. Got by him. Missed the shot. Please. Oh, God. Mismatch for Mobley down low. I don't like that. Hollins trying his best, but it's not enough. We're down by 10. So quickly. Mobley, his only 2 buckets have come on that exact same mismatch. Keldon Johnson attacks the rim. Blocked by Mobley. Payne ends up with it. Anderson for 3. Can't knock it down. Mobley scores again. Now we're seeing him come to life here as Anderson's only 4 for 13. And we really have come out of the halftime break super slow on both ends of the court. Wagner to Hollins. Lost it, got back to it. Payne backing down Allen. Goes up and scores. He's been maybe our most consistent offensive player. 14 points, 5 for 7. Garland in the paint over Wagner. Got it after he got the switch. 60% shooting for Cleveland, 41% for us, man. Got to put together a run here. Nothing else will suffice. Payne hits the jumper. He is by far our best player on both sides of the court right now in this game. Mobley the screen. Harris back to him. He's fouled plus the bucket. Right as I give Payne props, he does that. Come on, man. I just got to not be like subjective in my commentary. I just can't. Because whatever I say, the exact opposite happens right afterwards or while I'm talking sometimes. I don't get it. Bronze trying to find somebody to pass to. He lobs it for Hollins. What is that? We somehow hang on to the ball. Keldon Johnson turns the ball over. What did you see there? Mobley scores. 15-point game. 18-6 run in the last 4 minutes. Embarrassing start to the second half. Anderson to Keldon Johnson for 3. Offline. Allen hands off to Garland. He attacks the paint and is fouled by Hollins. Free throws coming up. This defense can no longer get stops, apparently. Garland hits both. We are down by 17 points. Shot clock winding down. Hollins out to Anderson for 3. Finally knocks it down. Allen against Wagner. He spins around him, man, and we are just getting obliterated on defense. They're up to 63%. Anderson to Hollins. Deep 3. That one goes. Garland mid-range jumper. That one's off the mark. Chance for us to potentially hit a 3 and make it a 10-point game. But Keldon Johnson's called for a charge. Never mind. See? Mobley for 3. That one's off. Allen pulls down the board and is blocked on the putback attempt by Payne. That saved a pretty big bucket. Can we score, though? Wellington scores plus the foul. There we go. The assist goes to Keldon Johnson. The foul goes against the Rock. I love calling him that. He has a cool first name. As Wellington hits the free throw, it is back down to 10. But still, plenty more work for us to be doing here. As we give Anderson a rest, we bring in Carney. Rock sets a pseudo screen. Spots up for 3 and missed it. Hollins to Carney. Mid-range jumper. Wide open. Got it to go. Nice shot by the rookie. Sonnet feeds Mobley down low against Payne. You don't want to be doing that, do ya? We just took out Payne after that swat. Are you serious? We bring in Zubats for the inbound play. Sonnets. The jumper. God damn it. Wellington crosses. Hollins finds him. He won't fire, though. Zubats, the screen. Now he'll shoot. And he knocks it down. He's played a lot better than against the Spurs. Anthony. Off a screen for 3. That was a tough one. Dude. He's lights out from deep. Hollins. Mid-range jumper. That one goes. We have, after a pretty slow start, played a lot better here these last couple of minutes, but it's still not enough. We're still down by 9. Gotta play a little bit better defense. Anthony goes back to Sonnet. He's wide open, and he missed it. Thought he had it, too. On the other end, Hollins, who are you lobbing it to? What was the idea there? As Anthony scores against Zubats on the other end, man. Hollins to Carney for 3. Got it. He's stepping up. Cole Anthony finds the Rock. He's wide open. That one's off the mark, though. We'll take a miss from the role players at any point because they are just some sharp shooting fiends. But down by 8. Hollins working on Cole Anthony down low. Now he hesitates. Steps back. Can't get by him. Has to just fire, and he missed the shot. Good defensive stop there by Anthony. Really solid job of staying in front of Hollins right there. Screen from Hurdle. Harris takes it, goes back to him. We cover that one well. Shot clock winding down. The Rock has to fire. That one hits back iron, but Hurdle gets the board. Finds Harris. He can't put it back in. Under 2 to go here in the third quarter. Wellington has the ball. He goes to Hollins. Shot clock nearing 0. He has to fire a tough one again, and it rattles out. Screen coming. Harris pulls the trigger. That one drops. Hollins. Carney passed up the mid-range jumper for a second. He feeds Zubac against Pirtle. But he's not looking like he wants to fire. What? They don't even call it a charge. They just call it a personal foul. What is happening? Pirtle over Zubac. Got it. Come on. Get a hand up earlier, man. 12-point game. It's like nothing that we worked for ever happened. This whole quarter's been a complete wash. We may have shot well, but they've shot even better than we have. Screen from Zubac coming. Wagner for 3. Screen. Anthony steps back. Goes back to Sonnet in the corner. Thank God he missed that one. My word. Third quarter ends, and we are down by 12, 78-90. We have to mount a comeback here in the last quarter of this one against the best team in the entire league. Wagner to Anderson. We finally got him some points. Took us a while, but we need both him and Franz to step the hell up, man, because they have been spotty the entire game. We need more from him and them. Screen from Mobley, but Lawson put a foot out of bounds. We'll take that. Zubac to Franz for 3. Bucket and the foul! That is a rare sight for us. Thank you, Franz. Asked him to step up. That's what I'm looking for. That's a big play. The free throw will cut it down to 6 if it goes. Which it does. Rock from the elbow. Missed it. Maybe they are eventually going to start missing some shots. Got to take advantage of so. Wellington has it. Waiting for something. It's a 3. That one is way off. Jesus. Garland. 5 on the clock now. Got to find something. He'll have to fire. And he missed it. Only 9 points so far for Garland. He is 3 for 9. As I was saying. Wellington, nice shot. 4-point game. We can do this, man. Allen. Hands off to Garland. Wellington blocks the shot. How has he played today? Defense and offense, man. 5 on the clock for the Woodsmen. Franz has to do something. He'll fire in Mobley's face, and it's good. 1-point game. 7 here in the quarter for Franz after his 8 in the previous 3. The Cavaliers have to call timeouts. And they turn the ball over on the inbound pass again. 2K has to fix that, man, because holy crap, this happens every game. And Wellington's going to put us in front by 1. The start of this quarter has been absolutely electric here at home. 3 minutes so far gone in this fourth quarter, and we have scored 13 points to their 0. How about that for a fourth quarter start? Harris given a little bit of space. You can't keep doing it to me, man. Keldon Johnson, please be tighter. Have a tighter gap. It's been a long time coming, I know, but I have to change the on-ball and off-ball pressure for both Lawson and Harris before it's too late. It might already be too late. Maybe, but We need to literally smother them on ball. Same thing for Harris. Just smother him. He's not going to blow by you. At least I don't think so. After the change, Franz to Anderson for 2. We're tied at 93. This game might just come down to the wire, folks. None of the star players really have played all that well. It's been the role players for the most part and the other starters that have stepped up for both teams. Garland, back to Allen. Wellington to Anderson. He has to fire a really tough one, man. Like, what is that shot? Payne somehow gets the board after tipping it to himself and scores a tough shot, too. This dude has been awesome. Garland steps back. Deep 3. You're kidding me. Like I said, the starters and the star players are heating up here in the fourth quarter. Wellington attacks the rim, blowing by Garland in there for 2, but Cleveland's still up by 1. 18 points for the man off the bench for us. Allen hands off to Garland. At the axe, he attacks. Hands off to Allen again. He has to fire. He hit the shot. Wow, that was a nice one. Don't see that often from Jared Allen, but he did right there. He's only got 5 boards this game. Franz has played well on him, rebounding-wise. As Keldon Johnson breaks the free throw, where has he been? He has done virtually nothing this game. Allen hands off to Garland. He attacks the paint. No, he goes back to Allen. And he was in front of Payne. 5-point game. Wagner has it for 3. Cash! Big shot. Garland finds Mobley in the corner, and he answers back. Anderson, wide open. You gotta hit a 3, man! Come on! Under 5 to play. Cavs up by 5, 105 to 100. With the ball as well, trying to increase their lead. Garland launches and hits. Payne the screen. Keldon Johnson attacks Harris and scores. Plus the foul. Thank you, Keldon Johnson. I was talking crap on you a few minutes ago. His free throw is up and good. 4-point game. Hollins checks back in place of Wellington. So all 5 starters out there now for both teams to finish off this game. Garland gets down low. Now backs it out and turns the ball over. Wagner deflected it and Payne got the steal. Hollins sees a lane, attacks, and hits the shot plus the foul. A couple of big plays in this game throughout each and every quarter for Will Hollins. The free throw is up, and it's good. They're going to feed Allen down low against Wagner. Mismatch, and that is the look they're going to go for. I'll take that each and every play. Hollins to Keldon Johnson. He's wide open. Please hit it this time. Thank you, sir. Stepping up in a big way here in the fourth quarter as Vancouver has retaken the lead, up by 2. This game's going to come down to the wire. Couple of screens for Garland. Hollins stays in front, and Payne has the pass thrown right to him. Couple of really bad ideas by Darius Garland that you don't see very often from him. Anderson crosses. Hollins finds him. This time, yes! After a Cavaliers timeout, what do they draw up here on the offensive end? Well, Lawson almost lost it there, but he does hang on. The shot clock's counting down now, and we are smothering them on defense. Garland a deep one, missed it. Hollins was right there to put a hand up, and Payne got the board. Anderson. DeFranz, wide open 3. Missed it. Could have gone to him or Hollins. Both guys were wide open. So you take that look either way. Just hope it goes next time. If we get it next time. Might not. Screen from Allen. Garland attacks after Payne just sagged off for just a second. Wasn't sure if Hollins would come back to guard Garland or not. with 12 lead changes, 5 ties. We were down by 17 points in the third quarter, and we have brought it back to a 3-point lead here in the fourth. Payne is double teamed. He finds Hollins for 3. Missed it though. That would have been maybe the dagger. But now the Cavs really have a chance as Mobley hits the bucket and the foul. No. The free throw could tie it up. Unbelievable. Like right as I say, like what's going to happen, it just comes out. I just manifest it while I'm talking. Time cutting down for Vancouver. Keldon Johnson to Hollins. I don't like this. But he knocks it down! Will Hollins, everybody. I can't believe it. He's doing his best. Garland, guarded by Hollins, goes to Jared Allen against Franz Wagner. He'll pass out of it to Lawson. He goes to Mobley. Cavaliers can't find an open look. Except Lawson is... What? I thought he was blocked by Franz again like the last time. But I was wrong. 1-point game. That was a huge bucket, man, out of nothing. Anderson has it. Screen from Payne. Anderson spots up. That one I think was tipped by Allen, but it was way off either way. Holy crap. I'm worried. Garland. No! It is now Vancouver who is down by 2, and we just used both of our timeouts. Why? We advanced the ball and just spent it right after inbounding. What the fuck? What is this game's logic? I don't understand. Now we have to re-inbound it. What are the chances that we turn the ball over here? Turns out not very high, but Jesus, man, what the hell? This could be our last shot of the game. Anderson, same spot, handing off to Payne. That was actually a phenomenal play. What a pass out of a shot. He whipped that pass around Jared Allen like it was nothing. And that ties the game at 117. The Cavaliers just used their last timeout to advance the ball. And they're going to save for probably the last shot. But if they get a wide open layup or whatever, they might take it. Oh my God, we could be going to overtime again, or we could be watching just one more heartbreaker. I'm worried. Garland. Screen from Allen. Takes it. Spots up. He missed it. Oh my God. I thought that was going in. We're going to overtime again, folks. I think this game and the game against the Spurs tell us that we really are extremely competitive with these top tier teams. But now we got to see if we can actually put one of them to bed in overtime. So let's do it against the best team. Payne v. Allen, and Payne wins the tip. Hollins to Keldon Johnson. Wide open 3. Got it! Great start to overtime. Gonna need more of that. Sylvester Harris has the ball. He hands off to Mobley. That's a nice pick and roll right there. Very delayed. Payne to Wagner. He's gonna, I guess, challenge Mobley. At Anderson wide open, but it doesn't matter. Franz, big play against Mobley, his 4th foul, and he got the bucket too. The free throw, up and good. 4-point game. Screen from Jared Allen. Lawson hesitates, then goes to Garland. Now Mobley for 3. Had some space. That one's off though, tipped out by Allen, and Hollins comes down with it. Hollins then attacks and is fouled by Lawson. 2 free throws coming up. First free throw is good. Hollins, 7 for 14 here in the game. And this free throw is his 20th point on the night. Allen attacking Wagner. Missed the shot, but got the foul called. First one up and good. Second one up and good too. Anderson cuts down the middle. Hollins finds him. Nobody within like 10 feet of him. Garland. Wow, wide open lane to the rim. Hollins. That's a bad shot. Would have loved him to try and get to the actual rim and not just spot up for a shot. A 4-point game. Cleveland has it. Trying to make it a 1-score game. Garland from the axe. Missed it. Payne pulls down the board. Just a couple of buckets will keep us out of range of them as Anderson posterizes Lawson. The assist goes to Hollins, who has really been a great passer and scorer here in this game. I have loved watching him work. Garland off the screen. Back out to Mobley. Wide open three. He missed it. That would have cut our lead back in half. But instead, we could increase it right here on our own possession. Anderson just missed it. Got around Mobley for a second. Thought he had a look, and it was a tough one. Under 2 to play now. Cleveland still down by 6. Garland off the screen. Hands off to Allen. He finds Mobley in the corner again. The second time is off too. I can't believe that. And Jared Allen is down injured. What is going on? Anderson's wide open. That might be it. But Jared Allen is down, grabbing his left wrist. And I think he might be done. Bickerstaff is not happy about it, and I don't blame him. That sucks for the Cavaliers because we are a couple of games out of the playoffs. Garland. Hands off to Mobley. Swatted by Payne. Mobley gets back to it. Garland for a deep three. Hits back iron. We get to it up by 9. And just over a minute left to Anderson for 2. Another assist for Hollins. And Anderson has really had a phenomenal fourth quarter and overtime. After like a 4 for 13 start up to, what did that say, 12 for 25? As Payne swats that lava tip back and we get to it. This game is over. What a fourth quarter and overtime performance. After being down 77-60 in the third quarter, Payne adds to our lead. Insult to injury for the Cavaliers. 22 for Payne, 9 for 11 from the field. Phenomenal game for him. Vancouver will take this one at home. 136-127. A phenomenal comeback in the second half of that third quarter. The entire fourth quarter. Overtime. We really made things happen after a rough start to the second half. And that was a great win against the best team in the league. I have no idea how much damage a loss in this game would have done to our 1-seed chances, but all I know is that going 0-3 against 3 good teams in a row would have been a really bad look. It sucks to have lost both against the Spurs, but if we can beat a team like the Cavaliers in that kind of fashion, I think we are looking really, really solid. Anderson drops 28 points here in this one. Don Payne, 22 and 13 with 4 blocks and 2 steals. Franz Wagner, 21 with 8 assists, 3 steals. Will Hollins, 20 points, 7 boards, and 16 assists. This guy was awesome. Wellington was awesome off the bench. He was just a pure scorer, 18 points, 8 for 12. Keldon Johnson had a huge fourth quarter. Carney had a couple of really nice shots, and Zubats played well too. So, all in all, a great win. The Cavs got 23 and 10 for Garland, most of which came in the second half. Sylvester Harris got most of his points in the first 3 quarters. Evan Mobley, 19, 8 and 8. Lawson, 17, 4 and 6. Jared Allen, only 12 and 9, but that's kind of what you expect out of him. It's what I think is close to averaging on the year. But he did get hurt. He's only going to be out for 1 to 2 weeks, and he was already day-to-day coming into it, so he was already just a bit hurt. So he'll be all right going into the playoffs. I think there's still plenty of time for him to recover. But I mean, yeah, we shot worse than they did, both field goal-wise and three-point-wise. We just had more free throws. We did beat them in the paint, actually, which is very impressive. And we had more rebounds. We had more assists, just barely. We had more steals. We had less turnovers, less fouls. So this game could have gone either way, but we got the win, and that's all that matters now. So we do now have the same record as the Spurs at 47-28, but as I said, they do have the tiebreaker now over us, and we don't play them again this year. So we have to outperform them these last 7 games of the year. We have to have a better record than them in those 7 games. It cannot be the same or worse. And yeah, we're still 1 game back from the Thunder, but they have played 2 less games than we have, and those 2 games count as losses for us. So we will hope that they will lose a couple of the games. We do have one against them at home later on, but we're going to wrap up the year next time because of how close this race is for the 1 seed. So this was a great game to watch. I think we learned a lot about this team, and we've shown that we can really go toe-to-toe with any team in this league. The Spurs might be one of our tougher matchups, though. But that's all I got for you guys today. That was an awesome game. In fact, that was an awesome episode, right? 2 overtime games. I watched both of those fully, and that was awesome. So, yeah. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I hope you guys liked it too, because that was fun as hell to me. And I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.